From traveling through space and time to battling enemies alongside Megan Fox, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have showcased their fighting prowess in every decade since 1984, and they don't seem to be stopping anytime soon. In celebration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem release, we've decided to put together a list of the top 5 strongest Ninja Turtle iterations throughout the years. Number 5. 2012 Animated TMNW Series. Starting off our list, we have the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. In this show, the Turtles acted more their age, playfully showcasing that they are still in fact teenagers. However, that didn't stop them from putting up a fight. The Turtles were able to eliminate and actually kill Shredder, showcasing that if necessary, they have the ability to and the strength to end their enemies. Overall, this iteration of the Turtles is relatively well-rounded. With stellar physical abilities and good collaborative skills, they aren't bad at all in terms of strength and combat ability. That being said, we just can't see them beating the next 4. Number 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 film. Credited as one of the iterations that brought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into the mainstream spotlight, the 2014 film had an all-star cast and crew, with Megan Fox and Will Arnett playing lead roles and Michael Bay as a producer credit. This movie is still to date the iteration that made the Turtles the most human-like. The film released on August 8, 2014, and TMNT fans were shocked at the sheer strength that the Turtles showcased throughout the film. For starters, just by looking at their appearances, you could tell that the Turtles were going to be a force to be reckoned with. With a heavier build and muscles to back it up, the Turtles looked deadly, just at first glance. But that wasn't all. In the film, the Turtles were completely bulletproof, with extremely durable shells and skin that allowed them to withstand incredible amounts of damage during combat. Their strength was also impressive, to say the least, as they were able to throw shipping containers with their bare hands. During their final fight, the Turtles were able to hold up a gigantic spire, even while Shredder was viciously attacking them. Brute force aside, the level of coordination during combat in this film also showed how the Turtles were able to synergize during battle, working together to further amplify their overall strength and defeat their enemies. Number 3. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mirage Studios. Being the introduction to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, the Mirage Studios comics will always be beloved in the hearts of fans. But that's not the only reason why. The Turtles were absolutely ruthless within the original comics, being vicious and merciless to the very bone. They never backed down from a fight, no matter how brutal it got, even if that meant serving up a dish of death. The franchise at this point was not yet catered fully towards the children demographic, meaning that they were able to get much darker. This allowed the Turtles to kill off enemy characters as needed, such as the enemy Ninja Clan, Foot Clan, which showcased just how strong they truly were and how they were not to be messed with. In these comics, their level of strength was astonishing. They were able to break gigantic swords with tiny pocket knives and throw objects like skyscrapers and cruise ships during heated battles. They had some high-profile and dangerous antagonists, like Complete Carnage, and they were able to overpower them with their striking combat skills. Speaking of defeating powerful enemies, Leonardo was able to win against Shredder on his own, which is all you really need to know about just how strong the Turtles were in this version of TMNT. Number 2. The 2003 series. The 2003 series of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is definitely a roller coaster of a show that gave fans a look at the true extent of the Turtles' abilities and strengths. In Season 6, fast forward, the Turtles are traveling through time, fighting advanced enemies and working with new technologies. This is the season where the Turtles no longer had to hide their identities, giving them a greater sense of self and, in turn, heightened abilities. They were able to showcase a much wider range of combat skills and develop their fighting abilities even more as they were fighting much more difficult enemies. Shredder is one of the most recognized villains in the entire TMNT franchise, having played the key role of main antagonist in most of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles iterations. In Fast Forward, the Turtles are in an intense battle with Shredder up on a rooftop, and Shredder even says directly to Leonardo that he did not believe that he was powerful. It was just moments later that the Turtles were able to swiftly defeat Shredder in combat without even breaking too much of a sweat, which goes to show you just how much they've grown in terms of their fighting skills. This, accompanied with their newfound high-tech ninja weapons, made this iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a contender for the top spot. In fact, many believe that this version of the Turtles is the strongest. However, we raise you to number 1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW. With Kevin Eastman returning to write for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW comics, it's no surprise that this version of the Turtles seems like a love letter to longtime fans of the series. In a way, it seems to seamlessly tie in all of the best aspects of all of the previous versions of the Ninja Turtles into one beautiful modern take of their story. In the IDW comics, the Turtles are highly skilled fighters with enhanced combat abilities, strong teamwork, and amazing battle sense. In terms of strength, that is clearly defined when you see how they can smash bulletproof mousers to complete bits during combat. This superhuman strength also allows them to fling their enemies around like they're mere pieces of paper, and Leo even made a roof collapse with little to no effort. Their physical status is at an all-time high, allowing them to scale the tallest of buildings and jump to great heights even without trying. They are also bullet timers and laser timers, giving them that leg up in combat against their foes. Not to mention, with this being the latest iteration of the Turtles with a classic twist due to Kevin Eastman's writing, it's no wonder that this version of the Turtles encompasses all of the best skills and features of its versions before them. If that wasn't enough to prove to you why this version may be the strongest, remember this pivotal part of the comic? Spoiler alert for those watching who may not have read it yet, Shredder himself chose Leonardo to act as his right-hand man, which goes to show just how insanely powerful that this version of the Turtles had to be to earn him that title. What do you think? Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments down below what your top 5 strongest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle iterations are and why. We would love to know. As always, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe so that we can keep you up to date on all things Turtle in our next video. See ya!